The nurse is really meant to care for the whole person. There's a spaciousness, there's a taking time. I think there's something that is core and foundational from the day you enter nursing school that is so person-centered, that is so critical to the core of what psychedelic medicine needs and is.
The Latin translation of compassion is to sit with suffering, to be with suffering. And nurses are the best at that. There's this innate, born into you capacity for compassion. And not every profession has that.
Nurses are this intersection between individuals and communities. They have their finger on the pulse of an individual specifically, but then also on the community that they're connected to. So they actually have a view of the world that's very different than other folks in the healthcare field. Nurses are a really important piece of this puzzle.
Being a nurse is a privilege, and it also is a really intense responsibility to be there for people, to hold a hand, to be present while someone carries that burden of making some very difficult decisions, but also to have the biological, psychological, medical know-how to guide them through that experience.
Nurses know that we are not the ones that heal, and we never claim to be. We know that we are the ones that create the spaces for healing to happen. We know we are the ones that create the conditions for healings to happen. And that's shown to us since nursing school, since the basics of nursing.
It's what we do. It's what we're trained to do. It's what we're called to do. And so there's this great potential where we could use these things to help people come out of that dark place and rekindle that light inside of us and let that light start to shine a little bit brighter.
The caring nature that we bring to the bedside, the caring attitude that we have, there's so many pieces to nursing that are inevitably going to be infused within the greater psychedelic ecosystem.
You know, nurses are probably the most trusted profession in the nation. And if I'm seeing nurses over and over coming to me saying, these medicines are helping, this therapy is helping, I think we could give it a shot. I think we owe it to a lot of our citizens to do that.
I definitely think that nurses are the right ones to not just facilitating, but sitting with patients while they're having these experiences and being those therapists, not because I think we're psychologists and not because I think we are doctors, but because we are nurses.